What's up, cozy gamers? This week I have a bunch of interesting news to share with y'all, some of it exciting and some of it mind-boggling. Let's start with the good. First up, Moonlight Peaks, an upcoming farming sim set in a gothic yet cute setting, has a new demo out now. The last demo came out months ago and was a true delight. I played through it multiple times myself and cannot wait for the full release. But admittedly, the demo was short and only showcased a small amount of gameplay. This new demo, however, will include new crops, a farming questline, and a fishing minigame. What I personally want to see is the world outside of the farm's plot, but I have a feeling I may have to wait for the full release for that. Next up, Coral Island's 1.1 update, which has been teased for a while now, finally has a release date of May 20th. They also revealed in their dev update notes what exactly is coming. Looks like we can expect new merfolk townies including Risi, a tattoo artist, Slamit, a rancher, Janu, the local tavern owner, and Tahat, a loyal guardsman and Denali's father. Alongside them comes merfolk relationships and romance, meaning we can finally date Semeru. Woof. We'll also be able to have a second farm underwater. That's right, we'll be getting a whole field to use to grow new ocean crops and house new underwater animals, including shell clucks, ink hogs, carapultry, sea shrouds, and mermoos. I already love them all so much. We'll also be getting a bunch of underwater decor. Above water, your spouses will now have speech bubbles with extra bits of dialogue to liven things up, and the decor system receives some UX improvements. What I'm most excited for, though, is the addition of books to the library. As you increase your town's rank, more and more books will be added, and some of them offer perks when read, such as mastery points and permanent buffs to the rate in which you build relationship points. Lastly, they teased that they're working on multiplayer, but it's not ready yet. Supposedly, we'll get another update on that in June. I've taken a break from Coral Island for a bit while I caught up with other cozy games, so I'm excited to go back to it soon. Next up is an interesting upcoming Korean title called Inzoi. It's a game that is mechanically akin to The Sims, but visually closer to GTA or Yakuza. While not set to release until the end of 2024, they recently released a roadmap/gameplay trailer that showcased elements of the game which to look forward to. First, the game will include a karma system which has every action you make have some effect on your other relationships. What you do with someone might affect how others treat you, for example. You will also have a lot of control over the city, being able to change the weather, the cleanliness, and you can even put up YouTube videos on city billboards. Another interesting feature is the dream mechanic, through which your characters have dreams each night that will have an effect the next day. If your character has a dream about luck, they'll be more likely to experience good things the next day, like winning the lottery. But be careful, they also have a sleepwalking feature, and it will apparently lead to sticky situations, like your characters ending up in weird locations or making unconscious decisions like donating all their money. The last cool feature they showcased was the photo mode, where you can set up scenes to put your characters in for photo ops. And trust me, you'll want to take photos. Not only is the scenery stunning, the characters are too. They look like dolls, and it seems like we'll have a lot of control over how our characters look. I hope the final product looks just as good as this trailer, because it looks very promising. Be sure to look up the full trailer if you want to know more. And finally, the most bizarre news in today's video, and maybe the most bizarre news I've ever covered on the channel in regards to cozy games, Farm Folks, an upcoming farming sim that since its inception a few years back has had 2 Kickstarters and has been sold and purchased by a new studio, tweeted yesterday asking about the, and I quote, perfect breast jiggle physics. This, mind you, from a game that was originally supposed to look like this. This caused outrage in the community because, as I'm sure many of you know, the cozy game demographic is made up primarily of women, many of whom felt that the tweet was entirely out of pocket and a complete objectification of their bodies. The tweet garnered hundreds of thousands of views and thousands of comments and retweets before it was taken down and followed with an apology, which you can pause to read here. This, however, was only after hours of the tweet being posted, the CEO himself even retweeting the post and bringing up a video of 150% jiggle. Now, I want to be clear on my stance. 1, I do not mind jiggle physics in games as long as it's not done in an extreme, cartoonish way that is clearly for the male gaze. 2, I understand that there are men who play cozy games. I am a man. We are part of the player base, but we are not the majority. Where I think the problem lies is that the tweet shows that they have no idea who their audience is. If they want to put jiggle physics in the game, fine, but asking what the perfect breast jiggle physics are on a branded account is wild. There are tons of things they could have shown to future players, and even more questions they could have asked. The fact that they decided to post this just shows what they're prioritizing, and I don't see their game doing well for it. It's difficult enough to succeed as a new farming sims as the market is already oversaturated. Branding is key to attract new players, and I'm afraid they won't be able to recover after this. Maybe the edgelords who flooded the post just to be contrarians will buy the game out of spite, even though they certainly did not back this game on Kickstarter, they did not know about this game prior to the drama, and most certainly do not care about this game in the long run, but I don't predict longevity or high sales for farm folks. So what do you all think? Sound off in the comments below. Quite a mix of news this week, but I'm excited and entertained to say the least. If you liked today's video and want more cozy gaming content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Until next time, cozy gamers, stay cute.